in regards to Zion, okay, in regards to some of these guys that are coming in, they're getting paid what they're getting paid. I remember Michael said something about like some of these guys are getting paid without having to earn it. I don't know when this was. He said it could have been 20 years ago or 15 years. He said it a while back. When you look at a Zion, have you ever spoken to him one-on-one and trying to coach him and give him feedback or no? Have you guys?
No.
So, okay, so if Zion is listening, I mean, he so many people give him feedback of what to do. This is a guy, if I'm not mistaken, he's got a 43-inch vertical leap. I don't know what the number is. Rob, can you pull up Zion's vertical leap? I've seen 41, I've seen 43, I've seen 46. Okay, so 45 and 46 and a half vertical leap. Okay, I don't know what the number is, but he's got a big vertical leap. The weight, the ripping the shoes in college when he's playing is like, when Paul George jumping in and, you remember this guy's the amount of power that he has. A guy like Zion Williamson, who's right now, I think, only 24 years old, do you foresee him changing and being able to have a long-standing career performing Hall of Fame type of guy, or you don't see that happening?
No, I don't see it happening. I don't know how much longer he's going to be on the court. I mean, I think that the organization has bent over backwards to maintain some professionalism to the fact that this kid is not even on the court. He's not even working to be a professional basketball player. It's almost like when you watch him, you're seeing a kid sitting on a college bench and still hasn't found what's going to be fruitful for him in life, whether it's his diet, putting the right people around you, getting yourself ready, staying healthy. I don't know what to say about his career thus far because all indication shows me that if there's a lockout, if there's any injuries major to him, it's going to take him out.
If there's a lockout, it's going to take him out because what? Lack of discipline, putting on weight, getting to 300 pounds?
He hasn't shown that he's disciplined enough to take care of himself physically yet.
Is he savable?
Oh, he's definitely savable. There's a lot of GMs out there watching and hoping that New Orleans sort of dropped the ball. I mean, there's organizations out there would love to embrace this kid and really get him to where he can be a great NBA player, because I think putting him in a position where he is sort of a veteran. I mean, I look where the kid that went to Duke is the oldest player on their team. Well, he's probably 3 or 4 years older than Zion. So veteran leadership around this kid may help him. And to help jumpstart his career in a sense that it's just as important for him off the court to work on himself as it is on the court.
Who do you think would put him in his place where he would have a level of fear and respect for that person?
Either gonna make him or break him.
Somebody like that.
But I like Pat Riley in the Miami Heat organization.
Well, you saw how much heat Pat got this week when Jimmy's saying he wants to leave, and somebody came out. I don't know who came out and criticized Pat, saying you're just too much. You're always pushing people out. Who said that about Pat? Somebody criticized him hardcore, and he said maybe you're right. Maybe it is time.
Yeah.
Who
I don't know
him?
who said that about Pat, but I did see where he kind of took the blame and pointed it back at himself and said, maybe I am, but...
Oh, Paul Pierce it was. I saw Paul Pierce saying, if you can pull it up, Rob. Paul Pierce slammed Riley for disrespecting Butler, the 6M All-Star. Once I get whatever I get out of you, you can get the F out of here, Pierce said. That's what Pat Riley's mentality is. Yeah. And then Pat Riley said maybe he's right, but man, I don't know if I agree with that. Because I have a hard time with that mentality, with Pierce saying something like that. Look, he can say whatever he wants. He scored 26,000 career points. He's a legend and a champion when they won. But
well, I don't want to say it the way Paul Pierce said it, but it's been known for many years that the Miami Heat does exactly what Paul Pierce said.
Let's say he does. Let's say he does. Okay, who else can shape up to him? So why did LeBron, Dwayne, and Bosh go there? Why did so many people want
Well, they left.
No, I get that, but they won championships.
Yeah. Well, when you're young, you can work for Pat Riley. But as you get older, like a Jimmy Butler, his system will break you down.
I can see that. And by the way, you know what that could tell me as well? Look, Nick Saban wasn't a good NFL coach, but he went and became the greatest college football coach of all time.
Yeah, but I think you have to look at the game differently from a whole perspective.
What do you mean by that?
These players ain't about winning championships no more.
Mm-hmm.
They're about running a business.
Got it.
Okay? So Jimmy Butler knows that his body is his business. And if you want to continue to use my service, then
pay me.
Take care of my business.
What a bad way of looking at it for the fan. What a bad way of looking at it for the fan.
I hate to say that the fans have to see it that way.
Yeah.
But the players got to maximize what they can get in such a small window.
It's interesting you're saying that. I mean, I can bring up some stats. Maximize earnings. So, Scottie, when you played, the median NBA salary in 93-94 season was $1.3 million.
Well.
That was the median salary, $1.3 million. Right? These guys, right now, it's $5.57 million. The average salary today in the NBA, at that time, the average salary was $1.75 million. The average salary today in the NBA is $11.124 million. That's almost 6x. That's not 7x.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in all fairness, I'm always be on the player side.
I understand that.
So
you ought to be.
I definitely think that, from a player standpoint, I've been in this situation, I've been in the game, that you got to maximize your value. You're not going to stay that valuable forever. So Jimmy Butler's value is up right now. In 2 to 3 years or whatever, it may not be up. So I respect him speaking.
This is actually nothing to do for me with Jimmy. Jimmy, go do what Jimmy wants to do. This is not a Jimmy conversation. To me, this is a Paul conversation because watch what you said. When I ask you, who do you think can shape up Zion?
Yeah,
you said Riley.
I said Paul Riley's the way they do it. But I also said
young.
He's going to make him or break him.
Yeah. Well, listen, my opinion, you ain't going to find too many Rileys nowadays. You're just not. And
no,
for me
but there's not going to be that type of management in the game much longer.
Unfortunately.
Because players are now have a lot more balance. They have a lot more rights in the game in terms of not playing with injuries, not playing back-to-backs.
See, to me, you know what that says? Try that mindset in the NFL. It won't work. Good luck with that mindset in the NFL. And in the NFL, these guys are, you're talking about life-ending risk on the line the way you play. Neck, paralyze, all this other stuff, okay? You don't hear stuff like that. The worst thing I've seen in the NBA last 30 years was Paul George. Remember that hole when he came down on the leg and it broke?
Yeah. That was Olympics.
That was,
Olympics, yeah.
No, he was with the Pacers when that happened.
Okay,
I don't think it was the Olympics. It was, can you pull up when he did that? I thought he was, I don't know which one it is. It's right there. It's the third line, second picture. Third line, right there. That's him right there. Yeah, when he broke the leg, it literally split in half, right? Yeah. I don't know. I think that's a part of why it's unattractive to watch this game. Don't get me wrong. A person's going to come up like George Karl.
That was the Olympics, though.
Was it maybe you're right. Yeah. Maybe it was the Olympics.
Yeah, it was the Olympics.
Based on what it was the Olympics. You're right. It was the Olympics. No, you're right about this one. You were wrong about LeBron winning only 2. He won 4, but you're right about this one here. Nowadays, more than ever, the brand you wear reflects and represents who you are. So for us, if you wear a Future Looks Bright hat or Valuetainment gear, you're telling the world, I'm optimistic. I'm excited about what's going to be happening, but you're a free thinker. You question things. You like debate. And by the way, last year, 120,000 people got a piece of Future Looks Bright gear with Valuetainment. We have so many new things. The cufflinks are here. New Future Looks Bright. This is my favorite, the green one. Just yesterday, somebody placed an order for 100 of these. If you watch the PBD podcast, you got a bunch to choose from. White ones, black ones. If you smoke cigars and you come to our cigar lounge, we have this high quality lighter cutter and a holder for the cigars. We got sweaters with the Valuetainment logo on it. We got mugs. We got a bunch of different things. But if you believe the future looks bright, if you follow our content and what we represent with Valuetainment, with PBD Podcast, go to vtmerch.com. And by the way, if you order right now, there's going to be a special VT gift inside just for you. So again, go to vtmerch.com, place your order, tell the world that you believe the future looks bright.